Hello and welcome to Pissed Off, the Rhode Island-based comedy show. I'm your host, Jenna Marbels.
And I'm Michael.
What's with the bear?
Oh, by law, this is the only thing this size that I can have in my lap. I'd like to start with an apology to O.J. Simpson for leaving my glove at the scene of the crime. Now, don't you have an apology to make to your fans, Jenna?
No, my fans love me. But I would, however, like to apologize to my dog for continuously putting it on camera against its will.
Don't they call that exploitation?
No, it's called bribery with doggy treats.
Well, speaking of exploitation, that brings us to our shitty movie of the week, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I actually heard this movie was so bad I didn't bother seeing it.
Well, the one scene out of this movie that I want to mention was terrible. He's in a nuclear test in town, and there's a nuclear bomb that's about to go off, so what he does is he jumps in this lead-lined refrigerator, and the blast knocks him free of the town with a blast in sight, and he just tumbles out no worse for wear.
That's ridiculous, but the only thing that survives nuclear blast is a refrigerator and a cockroach.
Well, possibly. But anyway, the only thing that could have made that scene good is if the little Oriental kid was there, and Indy had been like, "Sorry, get your own refrigerator, shut the door in his face." At least then it would have been historically accurate.
Glad I didn't see it.
This movie made me feel like I'd been raped for 2.5 hours. Now I know what Maccauley Caulkin feels like. Well, actually, I already knew what Maccauley Caulkin feels like.
That is horrible. Which brings us to people who suck. And I'm proud to say that this episode, it's you. Michael Jackson, you suck.
Well, it looks to me like that little black kid sucks a little more than I do.
Wow. I'm quite surprised that even in the wake of all the accusations you've suffered, you still have the nerve to make jokes like that.
Well, Jenna, you know, you got a little bit of a 5 o'clock shadow there, honey. I'm clean shaven like my 12-year-old.
12? That's a little old. I think you mean more like 8 or 9, like Maccauley Caulkin when he was in Home Alone. I mean, that boy went from Home Alone to Party Monster. You ruined him.
Oh, shut up. I'll take your dog and name it Blanket and hold it out that window.
My dog? My dog is replaceable. This is not the first Kermit. The first Kermit was actually dropped out a window.
Well, Jenna, you know, after I call it the ASPCA, I gotta say, boobs is not a talent.
Fuck you. You know what Michael Jackson and Red Bull have in common? They both come in little cans.
That's actually one of my favorites. You know what Red Bull and Jenna Marbels have in common? They both smell funny and taste like shit.
Ooh, you're on fire. Like your hair.
Oh, you're YouTube famous, bitch. I'm the fucking king of pop. You try to get away with all the things I've allegedly done and see where you wind up.
Girl fight.
Anyway, well, we got a disturbing photo for you this week. That's actually really not that disturbing if you ask me.
It looks from your personal collection. Isn't that Maccauley Caulkin all grown up?
It could be. Hello, kitty. I think I died. I mean, died and went to heaven anyway. That boy, I mean, look at that. I think mine's just about that size. It's like it fit right in his mouth.
You know what wicked pisses me off?
This show, because it makes fun of every chance it gets.
Well, of course it makes fun of me every chance it gets. It needs ways to, you know, pull in other viewers and stuff. I mean, they have poor production values. They do the whole one-take shoot. They're unprepared all the time. I bet you they script the whole thing.
You think? I kind of like the show. And, yeah, don't you edit your show?
Well, yeah, I have a lot I have to take out. I mean, you can't just sit down and do a show.
Yeah, what, you take out all the shitty parts?
Yeah.
Well, you miss a lot. And, you know, honestly, I think those two, they make pretty cute children. Especially that tall one. He has a pretty big mouth. Mmm. You know what wicked pisses me off?
Jesus fucking Christ. Laws prohibiting sexual contact underage boys, allegedly.